ready. You know what time it is, right?
Kessler Edwards and Klay Thompson. Meanwhile, for the Kings tonight. So
I think he wants
to see it as much as we all do. To his point, with all of the injuries, the vertical game, which is something really important for Dallas, has been due to recent injuries. And there's Keegan Murray with a basket to open things up for Sacramento.
Well, Mark, one thing they're going to have to do is keep Sacramento perimeter. You can't allow them those easy buckets on drive.
White getting a hand in there, being active, just couldn't convert.
Well, the bottom line about tonight's game, yes, you've lost the tiebreaker to Sacramento. They're up 2-0 in a 3-game season series, so that's not something you can do anything about. But the bottom line is, you're tied in the standings. You can get one for yourself, and you can take one from them.
That's right.
And right now.
And there will be some urgency from Dallas in this contest. Sacramento off to a decent start, 2 for 2.
Second basket was by Valanciunas. Cut to the basket. Valanciunas, and at the last second, he opts.
We talked about him early. He is certainly a weapon offensively. So many different ways.
19 minutes per game in the 12 games he's played this year. Malik Monk, no good.
That's a little bit of gang rebounding there. Dwight holding them off. Kyrie going and getting it. They need that all night.
Well, they're small for sure.
Pick and roll involving Exum and Powell. Valanciunas tries to wall off the paint. Exum with a drive. Klay flashes to an open spot. Missed on the 3, but a long rebound for Powell. Kessler Edwards, formerly of the Sacramento Kings, catches it on the move, rolls it in.
It's a good attack. Created enough space to get that shot off.
Looks like one of those Najee drives.
That's what Edwards has done for this Maverick.
Reball made by Malik Monk, who months.
We don't want him to get off of it tonight.
Stay in that slump, baby.
Last 22 games, just 26% from the arc. Valanciunas a rebound off the miss by Irving. The outlet pass to the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week, Zach LaVine.
Balling out.
Helped the Kings win 3 games last week against Charlotte, Utah, and then the most impressive performance, their roadie over Houston Saturday night. LaVine off the bounce, scores late in the shot clock in the mid-range.
Quick jumper and can really elevate. Gotta see a ball. It's all new to him. He has a little taste of it, so let's see if he can find his way with the Mavs.
He can be active for 12 games. That's the prorated number on his 2-way contract he signed today. Late clock 3 missed by Murray. Long rebound to Klay Thompson. And here is Dante Exum on the attack. It rolls out. Jones is on the stat sheet with an offensive rebound.
Not a baby.
Coaching staff will like that.
Klay Thompson around Valanciunas. Jones.
But I think they think, well, he knocked the ball loose.
Now for you Mavs historians out there, from the University of Texas, Kai Jones, 19th pick in 2021. Greg Brown, one former Longhorn, played with the Mavs last year, and back in 92-93, good player from the Tom Penders era. Let's go, Skin. Dexter came.
Guillermo Myers to you?
No.
Panama Myers, come on, man.
Yep.
Talked about good old coconut water. No, seriously.
Good for hydration, man.
Yes, it is.
Here's a hard drive by Kyrie and a finish in traffic. A little bit of a rocky start for Dallas, but maybe things will settle down now. Fell behind by 7. Jones went 1 of 2 at the line, then Irving with the finish inside. Valanciunas doubled. Here's DeRozan looking to facilitate right now. Open mid-range baseline jumper.
There's Monk, DeRozan,
And
LaVine, but you can't allow Valanciunas to just shoot set shots.
Yeah.
oh, get up!
Knows how to stretch himself out when
Yes, sir.
the situation requires it.
That's a great description right there of Valanciunas.
Najee Marshall and Max Christie are in the game. Because as you say, and as our pregame Mavs Center Court special guest host would say, the defense rewards the aggressor.
Absolutely.
Get in there and shoot it, be
Every
aggressive.
game, Mark. Any level.
Oh, yes.
Caught on the move. Max Christie driving on Keon Ellis. DeMar DeRozan, who picked up a foul a moment ago, grabs that rebound. Midway through the first quarter, 6 minutes in, it's a 6-point game. Paint catch. Valanciunas misses on the doorstep and lets out a yell in frustration.
He yelled at himself. Follow
Thompson thinking three. A little show and go. Marshall for three.
Marshall's been in a bad way lately, shooting rock.
Yeah, can't get that long ball to drop.
That is 13 straight missed threes for Najee. Baseline J.
Offensively.
Kyrie down the lane. Late drop off, but there's a crowd. Pass was released. So that's one free throw and the ball for the Mavs.
Yeah,
That's a real thing, though. Follow idiot.
Driving the paint. Max Christie. Stop and pop.
Good to see him.
hard shot.
Or second shot, I should. He's only taken 2.
Had 15 plus in his first 7 games with Dallas, but in the last 4 averaging just 6. So let's see if he can get his mojo, his Maverick mojo back tonight. Levine over Dinwiddie. 3-pointer no good. Save-in attempt, and the quickest one to the ball is Najee Marshall. In exchange with Kyrie Irving. A burst up the baseline by Kyrie.
He keeps you off. That little stop right at the baseline. Freed him up. Got him closer to the bucket.
Keon Ellis is a good defender. He had a career-high 5 steals in the win against Houston on Saturday.
Yeah, Kai. A couple things. Kai can score on any defense.
Yes.
And rarely is somebody going to steal the ball from him.
Good defense, but better offense. Late clock 3 for Keegan Murray. Seen him struggle shooting from the outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, it seems like you expected a little more from him when he came into the league.
First year was great, but he's only shooting 33% on threes this year, and that's taken a good last 4 or 5 games to lift it. Jones with the jumper from near the free throw line. 5 of 12 the Mavericks shooting after that miss. Pocket pass to Valanciunas, swatted away by Kai Jones. Get it out of here!
And he's out running the floor.
And Najee Marshall driving to the cup. To Murray, who just made a 3 a moment ago, and another one goes in. Look out.
I don't care what his percentage is.
Well, he's better than that. First off, he's better than 30, what you say, Mike?
33% for the year.
33, yeah.
Deflected out of Dinwiddie's hands. He got it back. Christie, a little hesitation up the baseline. Paint was clogged up, so he found Jones, who shot it all the way down.
Paint score in the league.
With 2:35 left in the first quarter, Kyrie goes to the line. In the previous 5 games before that game Saturday, Hardy had a combined 17 points. He scored 16 in the game against Milwaukee on Saturday. Keon Ellis, short on a 3. The story for the Mavs, who have stayed afloat despite numerous injuries, 9-8 over the last 17 games. Given, again, the amount of injuries and the caliber of players that have been injured, 9-8 over this 17-game stretch is something to hang your hat on to keep it afloat. And now here's Trey Lyles, and you are really needing that right now.
I've been really impressed, though, with how they battled in spite of the injuries.
There's a play by Malik Monk into the backcourt. He hits the floor, comes away with a loose ball. Jake LaRavia leaves it for Trey Lyles. Lyles made a 3 a moment ago. Sacramento might have overpassed in that situation. They got a 3-point try from Keon Ellis. It's no good.
The break for Dallas.
Surviving. Just in there surviving.
Down the lane, Christie. Underneath, Kai.
Kid was talking the other, I think.
Important piece. As far as the versatility all around us. So
that is very important you say that. Versatility on both ends.
Yeah.
Can guard multiple positions, can play multiple ways on offense. Post up, drive, outside shot.
He's a stud and loves to compete.
Even without Sabonis, you can still see that Sacramento runs a ton of dribble handoffs in their offense. They hand the ball off in offensive sets more than any team in the league. Marshall on the attack.
Their leader just went down with a knee injury.
And it's hard to catch off. There's not shot blocking out there for Sacramento, so go at that rim.
Yeah. And I was going to make the point that they're accustomed to it. They don't know any better.
Monk's no good. There's a rebound for Kai Jones.
Okay.
He dribbles up the floor before the pass ahead to Marshall. Mavericks trying to hang in there. We await news on Irving. Christie glances at the clock. Going to back up and try to take Trey Lyles off the bounce. A little step back long two from Max.
You know what he was doing? He executed it.
All of it was under control.
Party goes out. DeRozan. And he's going to launch a three. It's way off over Marshall. And then left the game. I think a basketball neophyte could turn the TV on and understand what Kyrie Irving means on the offensive end of on the floor for the Mavericks. Wow.
Born as well.
Yep.
And I think he's one of those guys that's born to lead, plain and simple.
Runner by Dinwiddie. Jake LaRavia a rebound. Former #1 overall pick Markelle Fultz is in the game for Sacramento. Number 20 for the Kings.
Moving and reaching.
The experience he's had in the game, leadership as well in his case. I think it's both things, born and made.
I was thinking exactly that. The way you put it, Harp, too, is like he was born to lead, but he's been through some things that he's evolved into an unbelievable lead because of it.
A nice run to end the first quarter. They scored 6 straight. But Levine, the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week, has lifted the Kings' lead back to 8 points. Close to their biggest. They did have a 9-point lead at one stage of the first quarter. Step back three, Hardy. Down he goes, but the shot doesn't go down, and Trey Lyles is there for a rebound.
The Mavs going with a 4-guard lineup, so it's going to be critical knocking those threes down.
Levine drives and lost the ball inside. Here is Dinwiddie, and he's going to take it all the way himself, and misses the shot in the ends. He's slow to get up, but now joining the play. Face up a little hook shot.
Against this offensive team.
That's 10 in the game for Murray. The run now for the Kings is 7-0 to start the second quarter, and another miss by Dallas, and Murray the hot hand, but then a line from the three-point line. Another miss, Exum. Rebound Lyles, outlet pass, Markelle Fultz chases it down, but throws it away. He was too far underneath the basket to shoot. His pass was stolen by Hardy. Fultz a wild closeout. Exum missed a three. He'll have another opportunity after the Hardy rebound. Exum will take that opportunity to drive and kick, and Hardy drilled.
Its way back to you. Hardy went to Exum. Exum made the drive and got it right back to Hardy.
I think it's very important for Dallas to stay connected here in this second quarter.
Ending a drought of 7 straight misses to start the quarter for Dallas. The knockdown three by Hardy. Jake LaRavia, he struck around a screen. Klay Thompson, gonna put it down. Tough angle pass to Marshall. A flip to Klay for 3.
There you go.
String music for Thompson. After the Mavericks missed their first 5 from long range.
If they're good, you gotta keep taking them.
Hardy had a good look, and so did Klay. Levine can't beat Exum off the bounce. Takes a 3 and missed it.
Great D on that possession.
Omax had 16 points in the game last month here against the Kings. The second highest scoring game of the year. Marshall chilly dips that little floater on the baseline. Murray on the attack by sends Keegan Murray to the line with 8. He is in game 5 points, nearly 5 rebounds, nearly 5 assists. 6th in the league in minutes a game, guys. Playing over 36.5 minutes a game. 47% from the floor. 40% from the arc. 91.5% at the line. It's changed over the years. The messaging on how you draw a charge.
Yeah.
We used to be told when we would go to the preseason referee camps, you had to draw between your shoulders. But now it's about a guarding position. And the adherence to it being between the shoulders contact is not the same.
Virtually impossible, too.
Can there at least be some real
Goes of minutes. 9 minutes in the first quarter, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block.
Basically the only big that they have. Legit big. All due respect to Powell.
Paint, catch, balance, shoot. Deuce.
Yeah.
Big and strong. What are you going to do? Behind me.
A rolling Omax. Fouled by Valanciunas.
He can defend, if nothing, but you got to attack guys like that. He's a handful to deal with.
Howell started tonight. Gaff and Lively. Valanciunas, the screener. Pass by Levine. Murray.
That's the toughest shot in the game to hit, coming up off of a down screen, trying to square yourself up to shoot that ball.
Got someone bothering you.
Exum defended by Ellis. Jones screening, and then a burst to the basket. Excellent by Exum.
No, to Terrence Stansberry.
He has a lot of different ways to score once he gets in that lane.
Off the elbow jumper is good for Zach LaVine. Career nearly 21 points per game for Zach LaVine.
Like the gunslinger mentality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just go out there gunning. Doesn't mean you take the other parts of the game lightly or, short yourself on defense or anything, but man, go attack and let it fly.
Yeah. Got nothing to lose.
Right.
Valanciunas missed. Max Christie got the ball back. He made the initial pass. The ball found its way back to him. Marshall bluffs the three, drives, misses. Jones tips it in.
From the three-point line.
Najee is in a place where he does not want to shoot a three right now, but he's going to have to get over that, yeah.
Keep the defense honest.
Jones has 7 points now. His two-way contract signing was announced by the Mavs at 2 hours and 40 minutes when he stepped on the floor for the first time.
Silly me. Wondered if he would play at all.
I was checking my inbox all day long. I wanted him to play tonight, so
they had to clear waivers first.
Yeah.
Had to clear waivers from the Clippers first. For three, Christie. That's 7 for Max Christie. Kyrie had 7 in his time in the game, and Kai Jones and Max Christie both have 7.
On the back of DeRozan's jersey.
Underneath, Jones hammers it on body, throws it down again. Valanciunas.
He's missing shots he makes, but Jones, really, you guys are both out on ketchup.
Yeah, barbecue sauce and honey mustard and wing sauce. That's what I use for my fries.
What do you put your fries?
Occasionally take threes, but he opted there for the dribble handoff. Keon Ellis, a contested shot. LaRavia. Just 2 points.
I guarantee you he eats fries with ketchup. I'm going to talk to him about that later.
LaRavia had missed his first 4 free throws that he'd taken with the Kings, but he made both of those. Kings back to an 8-point lead. LaVine is defending Jaden Hardy. Hardy probes. Block a factor now. Ball got away from Christie. Dinwiddie has it blocked by Keon. The DNA of this Kings team is offense. 7th in offensive rating. 6th in the league in scoring this year. 9th in the league in field goal percentage. About 48%.
I think they ran off about 8 straight when he initially took over.
Off the turnover, running and finishing. About Max, that is just like, did his trade adrenaline kind of run out of that? Yeah. The tank empty for a few games for him because of that?
I feel like Leslie went.
We had a preconceived notion, and
you can get it back though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can get it back. You just got to go back to the drawing board.
I needed to happen before 10 o'clock tonight.
Hardy for 3. He's got it back. He's continue to be evident tonight.
Anybody, I don't care who does it. Getting ready to milk this guy here for the rest of the quarter.
DeRozan contested, scored a whole lot of the 24,769 points of his career going into tonight. DeMar DeRozan is 28 in NBA history.
Getting Valanciunas working in a pick and roll on defense is good for the Mavs. You saw nobody even tagged him on the weak side.
This is game number 96 for Jones in his NBA career. He has scored in double figures 5 times tonight, the most he's had in a game. Basics.
There are no plays.
You'll love to see it. He's been through some stuff. He got really done about lost some family members, had an incident on social media. Here's Dinwiddie. Everything has been pointing in a good direction. I mean, you life pointing in a good direction, and then when your life's pointing in a good direction, the basketball game points in a good direction.
Basketball is second nature.
And this guy's really young. I mean,
24.
Yeah.
Outside to Hardy. Off target for Hardy.
Could use a stop here.
DeRozan's been getting it going here.
He's got the last 8, as a matter of fact, for Sacramento. Harp said they're going to start wearing him out.
Yeah.
And so Dallas doubles him. The ball went to Monk, then to Trey Lyles. Murray started the game well and rattles in another three-pointer. Murray's like up to 15. Pull up 3. Max Christie misses as Dallas comes down, seeking out the 2-for-1 with the quick pull-up shot. DeRozan on the bounce, spinning and getting to one of his spots. Dallas with a rebound. They've got time. Hardy finds Marshall to the basket to finish at point 2. Wow. The outside shot.
Side, and obviously Jaden Hardy, guys, is going to get the nod here to replace Kyrie Irving.
Irving went out with the knee sprain with 2:35 left in the first quarter. Kai Jones has started the second half. He already has established a new career high in scoring in his first day with the Mavericks. First day, first game. Here's Exum, rolls off the rim, no good. Into Thompson, who goes under the defense, looking back for the inbounds passer Hardy, but Malik Monk read the play, slings it forward to Keegan Murray, who then got it right back from DeRozan and launches a corner 3. Rebound for Jones. Kai Jones' 5th rebound.
Yeah, third quarter is always important when you're down 10 points.
Big block, Valanciunas. Ball falls into the hands of DeRozan. Up ahead to Murray. Levine's going to wait here for some support and get into a quick pick and roll. He'll shoot and hit a 3. Levine is 43% between the Bulls and Kings on three-point shots this year.
Always been able to shoot it with elevation.
Looking to answer back in and out for Klay Thompson. The better three-point shooting percentage for Levine was during his time with the Bulls this year. It was over 44% with Chicago, 37% with Sacramento. Rebound to Kessler Edwards after Levine missed on a two-point attempt. 17 for Levine and 15 each for DeRozan and Keegan Murray. Kings are cooking on offense. Dallas trying to reestablish themselves as hard
up, knocking it down.
He's the one guy that can streak like that and get you a bunch of buckets.
It's why the Mavs committed to him before the season started contractually. They know what the offensive talent is like.
Valanciunas with a strong move into the paint. It rolls off the rim, and then the rebound through his hands and picked up by Thompson. A moment ago, the Kings took their biggest lead at 13 points. Hardy scored, then Hardy lobs, and it's guided home by Kyrie. A reminder that after 2 years at Texas, that was very nice. Go to Valanciunas like that. After 2 years at Texas, he was deemed to be enough of a prospect to be a mid-first round pick, 19th pick of the 2021 draft.
For Charlotte, right?
Yes. I think technically the Knicks drafted him, and then there was those draft night maneuvers that they do. Malik Monk for 3, and the Kings respond.
Well, he would say about Monk. Throw him into the party. The Sacramento team can really make noise.
Driving kick here by Hardy. Hardy just lost his footing. He's hit the deck, not involved in the play, and he's down, clutching his knee. Kessler Edwards, Kai Jones. Monk inside to Valanciunas. Rebounds his own miss. Missed again, and finally on the third try. He's just 6 of 15 from the floor in this game.
Yeah, but he's missed a lot of shots.
Yep.
Just like those 3 he just missed before he cashed in.
12 points, 8 rebounds for Valanciunas. Max Christie with Levine on it. Christie to the baseline. Levine secures the rebound. Kai Jones went after it, but it was Levine who corralled it for Sacramento. DeRozan launches a cross-court pass. Monk swung it to Levine. Flashing into the paint is Valanciunas, who's fouled by Kai Jones. The longest tenured NBA player in history. He's been around 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, only a record. He's been around the block. No.
You can tell how old he is by the rings on his trunk.
Got a Maverick turnover here. That was a problem for them with 10 in the first half. That's just the second and the third quarter, but it's ill time there, and the Kings cash in.
Every now and then you'll see simply amazing.
His athleticism is so effortless and extraordinary at the same time.
Pressure on you offensively. Three. This is without Sabonis.
Sabonis hurt his hamstring in the first minute of their 10-point win, minimum of a week.
Now Levine is shooting the ball from where guys don't even guard you.
Thought he was going to do it again, but he's got designs on drive. It's 16 straight points for the Kings. No space to operate for Klay Thompson. Keon Ellis, very good defender, and he's out of the pass up ahead by Powell. This is well executed.
Philosophical question for you while you think about all the injuries that have been going on a minute without messing it up.
Oh, God. Give myself an opportunity for maybe like 8 or 9.
It'd be tough.
Yeah.
You'd have to do like a whole hooked on phonics thing to pull it off properly, but it would be tough.
That's a tongue twister. I mean, I was worried about LaRabia and Levine being on the floor together in the first half. So.
No, I feel you. These are the things I think about as I'm overwhelmed with injury news.
Keegan Murray, he drills another 3 for Sacramento.
Normally, a bigger lead, somebody builds, easier shots come to you. Bucket opens up.
Dinwiddie, Jaden Hardy, the official designation and possibility of returning or not has not been passed along to us with regard to Hardy. Again, Kyrie, if you missed it, suffered what was designated as a left knee sprain in the first half, and obviously that's just an initial evaluation, and more news will come in the days ahead. Max Christie open for 3. Levine tips the rebound. DeRozan's the one who picks it up. DeRozan had an important stretch where he was very assertive in the second quarter. Scored 8 straight points. He's got 15 in the game. Omax digs out a rebound here for the Mavs.
Yeah, great job by Christie getting up high and knocking that ball out of there. It was going right to Valanciunas.
Omax on the move, chased by DeRozan. Got underneath the basket and found Powell. Drive pull up, Najee Marshall doesn't get the bounce. Here 14 of those with the Wizards. His first one with the Kings in Saturday's game when Sabonis got. It's Sacramento ball. Let's get an update on Jaden Hardy from Leslie McCaslin. Leslie.
Guys are calling it a right ankle sprain. Jaden Hardy will not return either.
What's the deal?
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
We really need to do that. That is my focus.
They can't put it on you.
Very bad news over here.
Dinwiddie. For 8 in 17 minutes.
You gotta pick your spot out, show them up all the time. I was dropping to a 2-3 zone defensively.
Got the pocket pass here, right in the middle of the. Omax at corner 3, and a rebound for Keon Ellis. DeRozan, a rebound for Powell. One thing that's happened this year is Omax has had a chance to play quite a bit. 50 games, 11 minutes a game, but that number's been going up here in the last 4 to 6 weeks of the season.
With all the injuries.
Certainly seen some progress made. The next step in his development would be to hone the outside shot. Here is Najee Marshall knifing his way inside.
One.
Big run in the third quarter by Sacramento. They took an early timeout after Dallas made it a 9-point game. And then they had an unanswered run. I believe they scored, what, 14 straight points? Marshall on the up and under, draws a foul. Here's Marshall on the line at Silo Dallas, which earns important and valuable work that the Mavs Foundation does in the community. And you know, Dana Larson did a great job as the co-host with Skin and I last night. Leslie has been a co-host with Skin and I for Mavs Ball in the past. And Leslie's had a chance to wear those Mariloff diamonds and jewelry, diamond tennis bracelets to wear.
Did you really?
I did, yes. Because, yeah, I never get to wear anything, Leslie. I never get the diamonds to wear. But this year...
Pete, I'm sorry.
Oh, do you get to keep the diamonds, Leslie?
To keep them. Has anybody told Mark that?
No, you don't, no.
I think Mark thought he was going to keep those things.
Nice drive and finish there by Marshall.
Marshall's an aggressive attack kind of a player.
DeRozan with the pull-up. Arabia grabs the offensive rebound. Bodies banging off each other inside. Oh, and going 360 is DeRozan. We are thinking and sending good energy to him right now.
That's why I went there.
Watchers of Mavs TV and the Mavs Ball last night is that, you know, we always think about door. Well, ladies, there's something you can buy at Mariloff for that special man in your life. You can't do that.
Just go in there.
I like that.
Ask for the followable cup link.
Ask for the followable
special.
Way to flip it back to the fellas.
Right, man. Flip it back to the fellas.
Flipped it.
Arabia late shot clock hit struggled. Just 3 for 15 on threes in his time with the Kings, but knocks that one down.
Well, that's the dreaded offensive rebound, wide open look three.
Marshall to the cup.
The Marshall show here. Score all you want in this situation. You don't get stops. Scoring is a waste of time. And unfortunately, for the guys in the blue tonight, haven't been able to get many stops.
Kings a very good offensive team, and they have displayed that offensive potency.
That was great D too. That was just
Better offense.
yeah.
Here's Christie taken away by Keon Ellis. Ellis sprinting up the floor, stopped to get the three away and misses it at the away from him in the third quarter. It was a 9-point game at one stage early in the third. Kings have pushed the lead out to as many as 30 now, 30.
Keon Ellis is still picking up full court. That's what he does, man.
Well, the way things have gone for Sacramento, by the way, guys, this year, Malik Monk has moved into a more often starting role than he ever has in his career. His previous high in a season was 37 starts. Tonight making his 39th start, and obviously it's going to be his starting point guard job for the remainder of the year as Exum
To do with the trade situation. He's, by the way, handled that very well at the point guard position.
Yeah, his assist numbers have been good this year. 6 per game on the year, but about 7 a game as a starter. Markelle Fultz, they brought in to fortify their point. Former #1 overall pick to get his career pointed in a better direction. Had not been with a team this year after 43 games with Orlando last season. Obviously, injuries have really been a problem for Markelle.
That was a crazy thing to see.
To beat the clock. Marshall, he's been successful
Getting to the rim.
Yep, we see that a lot with Marshall.
Well, he shot it better in the middle of the season. Shot the three pretty well for a stretch.
It has really hit a deep slump right now in terms of shooting the three ball. Monk, a long pass on a bounce.
You know, your game changes, your mental changes when you get that point guard label. Start to try and set other guys up.
Maybe Harp will throw this out. Maybe he's in the best situation to be a point guard because there are so many other guys on the team who can set themselves up.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So it's not all on his shoulders to be a table setter. That's part of it, but it's not all on his shoulders because he can certainly look to score as well and score well going into the game.
It's exciting. They've needed a vertical threat during this stretch of all the injuries to the bigs.
Keon Ellis, no. Ellison's third year after playing collegiately, first at Florida Southwestern Junior College, and then 2 years at Alabama. There's Trey Lyles, steady backup big, 9 points, 8 rebounds tonight for Trey Lyles in his 10th year from Kentucky. He just grabbed another rebound.
Another Kentucky guy that can shoot it too.
Okay.
Steal, Marshall in the open court. Ellis. We didn't need songs to call.
Derek talked about having some songs.
He did admit to listening to David Hasselhoff, right?
Yeah.
That was one of his songs.
And it was also like Semisonic or one of those other things. I can't remember. Maybe it was Counting Crows. I can't remember.
I appreciate you all putting me in the same breath. When it comes to shooting free throws, I get up there.
No.
No, I know it's good.
Okay.
Another drive by Marshall. Finds Kessler Edwards. And Edwards.
Wreck.
Rookie Isaac Jones played at Idaho and Washington State, number 3 for Sacramento on the floor. 23, Ellis misses on the 3. The appearance by Jones tonight is his 26th of the season and his inaugural year in the NBA playing with Sacramento. Marshall trying to find the 3 ball. Offensive rebound, Kessler Edwards. Marshall loving, finishing.
Almost took it from the defense.
8 of 9 in opportunities around the basket for Kai Jones. When he played with the Clippers this year, he was 26 of 36 in his limited action. Played 28 games, averaged 7 minutes a game, so he played in the neighborhood of 200 regular season minutes this year with the Clippers. 67 games over 2 years with the Charlotte Hornets. Drive, spin cycle, Marshall.
Man. Marshall.
And I wonder what Jones' conditioning would be like, guys. He only played in one of the last 15, and I would assume he will continue to do so. Here's Dinwiddie gliding to the rim to score. Used to know have come up, and I've had to quote Darryl Royal. And you know what Darryl Royal used to say, right? The former University of Texas coach. When you pass the ball, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Yes.
Yes, and
that was
that is what he said.
And he was right. He wasn't talking about the
Royal Home Zone Furniture. 3 things to know.
Hit one.
Max Christie. When I said earlier today that I did a research project, because the Kai Jones news obviously broke a couple of days ago that it was going to happen, that it didn't officially happen until today.
Right.
So doing my due diligence, I looked up, okay, how many Longhorns have played with the Mavs? They don't remember me. And it's just Greg Brown last year on a 2-way, and Dexter Cambridge back in 92, 93 with you.
Yes.
No, he had some games.
I thought Dexter had a game or 2.
Oh.
We have an update.
We do have an update.
Go ahead and deliver.
Let's go. Let's go. We've got an update. Let's see how this possession ends here with the shot clock winding down. Omax knocks down a 3. 18 points.
Huge. But he did it twice.
He did, but that's not 19. Doing it twice is still not 19.
You guys are geniuses. You're all over it.
I wouldn't mind getting Dexter on the next broadcast.
We've had a lot of good special guests, including Avery Johnson, who will be up center court after the game is over with.
Want to get Loxley Colley, Panama Myers, and Dexter Cambridge all on the next broadcast.
Hank Dudek.
Yeah. Oh, the Jesuit great, Hank Dudek.
4-3, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Forward to these blowouts.
Well,
honestly, we don't, but then it's just like
they happen.
They do happen, man.
They're part of the NBA.
It's life in the league.
Don't believe it.
Got Doug McDermott out there for Sacramento.
And in honor of talking about the Penders era, Longhorns, I believe Travis Mays was a first-round pick of the Sacramento Kings.
That sounds right. Yeah.
That's a Florida guy right there.
Travis?
Yes, sir. Keller, I think.
We don't necessarily look forward to the blowouts, but
Oh no, I'm just saying. I like it. I mean, I learned so much this year. So
There's no way you
can't
thought
talk
you'd
about
hear
all
Panama
this.
Myers' name today.
Yeah.
I believe all three of those guys played at Lon Morris Junior College. I
there
think.
was a Pike Trilly who then went on to be head coach for a while at North Texas. It was all part of the Lon Morris Junior College to University of Texas pipeline.
You know, Jerry Wade took Lon Morris Junior College to the 1962 National Junior College Championship game.
I did not know.
Yes, and his backcourt partner was Jim Bob Smith, who of course married the daughter of Cowboys legend Tex Schramm.
Here's Jim. 4 or 5 from
His speed has always been a big key to his success as well.
It was probably because he came out of UCLA, but when he came out, there was some thought that maybe he could have a Russ-style career. I think he's obviously a better shooter. Ooh!
Jones runs the floor.
What a talented guy.
Levine was the lottery pick coming out of UCLA in 2014, the 13th pick of the draft.
Hard-working player from what I understand about Zach.
Jake LaRavia knocks down the shot. Former Maverick Doug McDermott, who played 26 games during the 2017-18 season with the Mavs. He's on the floor right now here late in the game. Games in a row, but that's how many games he'll have remaining in which he could be active.
Giant killer.
For a full season, a two-way Conti game. So you look at the prorated number, you divide the number of days left in the season by the full number of days in a season, multiply that by 50, and that's how you arrive at his 12 games where he can be active for the Mavericks.
Dougie buckets. Knocks one in from 3 points.
Edwards played a season and a half in Sacramento.
I'll say for him, he's been very steady. Once he got comfortable, he showed signs of being a contributor.
Yes, agreed.
Beats
43% on threes this year.
You don't walk around high schools beating guys in horse.
The Kings record will go to 32-28 when this goes fine on Saturday. The loss of Kyrie Irving in the first quarter certainly puts a big damper on this night, not just from the on-the-court impacts, but the off-court impacts and what he's meant to this group. It's a left knee sprain. That's the designation from the Mavs at this point, and we'll see what comes out in the days ahead. Isaac Jones working inside and scoring for the Kings, and what may very well be their last basket of the game.
Hard to the glass.
Kings have been good on the road this year. They came out with the right mindset. They never trailed in this game. They'll up their road record to 17-14 this year. Since Doug Christie took over as the interim head coach, their record now goes to 19-10.
That's pretty darn good.
Watching those first couple of games for the Kings after the coaching change and watching them play, I don't know that I felt like the coaching situation